How about a talk today from the Jeep seat? Not the cheap seats, the Jeep seat. Hey, stick around for a minute. I got a few things I'd like to get off my chest and share along. But first, let's see a couple of my images from my trip to the beach the other day that I pulled off of some video. Stick around. Be right back. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I'm Roger. This is To Go Places and Do Things. Today's talk is from the Jeep seat. Recently, I've had online conversations with two people I've never met. They happen to be on opposite coasts of each other. One was posting pretty regularly and then all of a sudden just dropped off. He'll be back. I have no doubt. I'm sure he's got a lot of really interesting things to get back into. I'm looking forward to it. The other guy, off the West Coast, he's kind of struggled off and on lately about, I don't know if he's necessarily struggled with identity issues as much as where he fits. But he's got me thinking more about more frequent vlogging. The guy on the East Coast used to post almost daily, and I don't know that I have time to do that. I'd like to. Maybe when I'm retired, something to look forward to. Yet another thing to be retired for. Anyway, from the Jeep seat today, let's talk about alter egos. Now, I don't know if either of these friends of mine have alter egos. I sometimes jokingly call myself the barely literate Neanderthal. The other day while driving near Mar-a-Lago in West Palm Beach, I saw some pretty impressive shrubberies. I made a comment about it on one of my shorts. As a Monty Python fan, I've often called myself Roger the Shrubber. Ironically, I don't have any shrubberies at home. I have no desire to have any shrubberies. Kind of like I'm the accidental extrovert. I do have a tree root that keeps trying to grow out of my front yard or in front of my front window. I keep cutting it off every year and it keeps growing back. I'm not sure how to kill it. But the tree for that was actually cut down several years ago, and it keeps trying to kick that one up in my front yard, in my front window. Luckily, it hasn't tried to grow into my basement, but I got to catch it every year before it goes and tries to get into my bay window. But anyway, I just thought I'd make a couple comments about my alter ego, the other side of me. Kind of like, did you have an imaginary friend when you were a kid? Hey, let me know down below. Do you have an alter ego that you blame everything on? You jokingly claim you have an evil twin that does those little things that maybe you don't want people to know you did. I think we've all been through that phase once or twice. I know a couple years ago I wasn't completely myself. Had a lot of fun that summer, but it wasn't the right version of me that was out there doing it. I have no regrets about it. I didn't do anything terribly shameful, so I think it was somewhat necessary at the time, but I'm glad I grew out of it pretty quickly. Anyway, here's a question for you guys. Again, in the comments down below, if you've had your little imaginary friend or your alter ego or your evil twin, hey, let me know how you went past that, and did you outgrow it, or did you Just put them aside for a little while. Anyway, that's today's chat from the Jeep seat. Talk from the Jeep seat. I don't know how you... Tell me what you want me to call that. As always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, be kind and patient with yourself and others. I love you. Roger out.